Hello everyone, my name is Chelsea and I am the Interpersonal Violence Prevention Coordinator for CARE. For those of you who don't know, CARE is an on-campus resource for victims and friends of victims who have experienced interpersonal violence, including relationship abuse, sexual assault, stalking, and harassment. Although we provide support after violence has occurred, we also want to help prevent violence from occurring in the first place. And we hope you want that too. So please follow along with me today as we talk about bystander responsibility. And know that together we all have the ability to make UNCW a safe place. But before I get started, I want to note that some of the topics I talk about today could be sensitive to some of you. If you would like to take a break, please feel free to do so. Also, know that someone at CARE is always available to talk if you would like to. So what is a bystander? A bystander is someone who witnesses an event, or someone who knows what's happening. Does someone have to be physically present to be a bystander? No. We live in the age of social media. We have group texts, Snapchat stories, and live recording on Facebook. We can know about something that is happening without physically being there. This makes us a bystander. And we want you to be an active bystander, someone who takes action to prevent violence from occurring. What exactly does that look like? Well, it starts with a problem. So what is the problem? We like to split these up into two categories, immediate and non-immediate. Both are important. Please know that we want you to notice and act when you see any of the problems that we have listed here. But also recognize that some of these are very time sensitive. Extreme intoxication, screaming, crying. This person needs help now. But even if you don't see these things, maybe they just aren't acting like themselves anymore. Maybe they seem upset all the time. Whatever the case may be, if you notice that something is going on with them, step up. Do something to make sure that they are okay. Even though I know that we all try to help each other, sometimes we see something and we don't step in. Why is that? There are many reasons, probably the greatest one being that we are all human. But if we know the barriers to helping, we can overcome them. Sometimes the situation seems ambiguous, and we are just not sure if it really is a problem. But if that is the case, wouldn't you rather step into a situation that might not be a problem than to not step into a situation when someone really needs you? If you're not sure, just help. Other times, we are afraid to embarrass ourselves. Personally, I would choose to embarrass myself any day if it meant that I stopped a situation from becoming violent. Then there's this phenomenon known as diffusion of responsibility. Basically, if a large group of people witnesses an event, every individual in that crowd is less likely to help because every individual in that crowd is thinking that someone else will. It is a completely natural thought, but it is one that we have to overcome. I promise that any agency would rather receive 20 calls about the same problem than to receive no calls at all. Sometimes we recognize that there is a problem, but we don't feel confident that we are able to stop it. That's fair. And that is why we are going to give you some strategies to help you feel more confident in intervening. We're UNCW Seahawks, so here we use the SOAR model of bystander intervention. It starts with see a problem. We want you to be perceptive. Trust your gut. Next, we need to overcome obstacles. Remember those barriers to helping that we just talked about? Overcome them now. Be confident. You can help. Then we need to assume responsibility. Don't wait for someone else to do something. Even in a crowd, assume that you are the only one who will act, because you honestly might be. And finally, respond. Decide how you want to intervene, and then do it. And it is always good practice to follow up with someone. After the situation is over, make sure that everyone is okay. Maybe you're thinking, Chelsea, you are telling me to be confident in my ability to intervene, but I don't know how to intervene. So I'm here to help you with that too. Remember the 3 Ds: direct, delegate, and distract. The first method of intervention is to directly intervene. This means going up to someone and facing the problem head on. If you're out and you see a couple arguing loudly, one way to directly intervene is by going up to them and asking if everything is okay. If you see someone who's drunk stumbling out of the party, you can go up and ask them if they feel safe leaving with whoever is taking them home. Along with many other examples, these illustrate how you can directly intervene. But maybe that doesn't feel comfortable to you in every situation. That's why we give you other options. You can delegate. If I see a big, strong man that looks like he is about to fight someone, I'm probably not going to run up to him to let him know that violence isn't the answer. That is not a situation in which I feel safe. And we never want you to put yourself in an unsafe situation. So another option is to get reinforcements, whether that is a bouncer at a club, an RA in your residence hall, or even just a friend to come with you. You don't have to help alone. Distraction is another great option. Honestly, it's fun. You can be as creative as you want. If you see a situation getting heated between two people, go up and ask if someone wants to split a pizza with you. Tell one of them that they look just like a celebrity. People love that. Start a dance-off. Super appropriate at a club. A little strange at Randall Library, but either way, it is going to get the attention off of the argument. And that's all it takes. Just a little something that diffuses the situation. I personally love the hey or hey y'all routine. Just go up to them, start with hey, and follow that with literally anything. Hey, how's it going? Hey y'all, have you heard that new Ariana Grande song? Hey, do you think a boa constrictor would be a good pet for me? The answer to that last one is probably no, but the possibilities here are endless. So we have a couple of scenarios here. What could you do to help? If your friend is feeding drinks to someone because they want to get lucky, you could directly tell them that it is not okay. Or you could delegate, get that person's friend to take them home. If you're in the mall and you hear someone yelling hurtful things at their partner, you could ask someone who works there to intervene. Or you could go up and ask them which way is famous footwear. There are so many options. Think of something that feels natural to you. So now it's your turn. What are some problems that you see here on campus? What is one thing that you can do to help within the next 48 hours? I hope at the end of all this, you are feeling confident, ready, and willing to intervene when you see something wrong. Every one of us has the ability to take a small action that makes a huge impact on someone's life. So let's make a pledge right now to look out for each other here at UNCW. I want to remind you that we are the Care Office. Our contact information is listed here for you. And remember, we can create a safe environment here for our Seahawks if we all remember to soar.